So today's review, we are taking a look at the Valkyrie runner. So this piece right here, and it's obviously strung into a head, and this is by Unmatched. And gotta say, very impressed with this stuff. I mean, it's got the hold, you know, it's really nice. It's pretty easy to string this. I mean, if you've got some, you know, reasonable stringing knowledge, you'll be able to string this up in a woman's head. Strings up very nicely. Very consistent, I've got to say. When you're throwing with this, consistency is absolutely fantastic. Very impressed. Very smooth release on it, and it's kind of weird because when you string it, and we've strung a few of these, it's not massively channeled. But it doesn't matter because you've not really got a huge amount of ball movement when the ball's in there. It kind of opens up a little bit where it needs to open up. And it's just got a very nice feel. Ball feels really secure in this pocket, it really does. And having gone out and, you know, thrown a fair bit with this, the release on it is great. Like I say, consistency is great. Need to get it out and, you know, take a few shots with it really. But the feedback we've had from people we've strung these for so far has been absolutely outstanding. Very impressive piece of stringing ingenuity, I think I'm going to say, because a lot of new products come on the market, but there's very few products which make you go, wow, you know, this is different. And this is one of those products, this pocket, which it just hits different. It's very impressive indeed. I keep saying impressive, but it is. It's really nice. And I think as more people kind of get used to seeing this pocket and more people try it, this is gonna take off. It really is. You know, there's been a few pockets in the women's game which have had, you know, really good momentum, and you know they've sold really well very quickly. This is one of those products where, and bear in mind, it's only been out, you know, since kind of LaxCon. They actually launched this. A guy called Chris that runs the company, and yeah, it's got to be time consuming to string this because it's I believe it's one continuous piece of string, you know, so it is not the easiest thing to produce en masse. You know, mesh as we know it, it comes off a loom. You know, you program your loom and off it goes and makes you a mile of mesh, you know. But this stuff is it's just different. And I like it, the stringers like it here at the store. And as I said, you know, if you've got some you know, decent kind of stringing knowledge, you can find this, you know, pretty easy to string up in a women's stick. And the men's version, so there's two different versions in the men's armor mesh. I've used that, I really like it. I'm not quite sure I've got the pocket as I want it just yet. But again, the feedback on that as a product has been really good. As more girls try armor mesh, and I think sometimes with it being a new brand to women's lacrosse, maybe, I might be wrong in saying this, but I'm not sure I am. The newer products, newer brands, female players just seem a little bit slower to kind of take up on it. But then when it does gather momentum, it really takes off. And I think this product, this runner, the Valkyrie runner, it's not quite got that momentum yet, and it just needs more people to see it, to feel it, you know, to see the benefits of it. And like I said, it's so consistent, it really is. You know, I think it's not just that it grows on you, you know, you try it and you go, wow, this is nice. So, you know, don't be afraid to try something different. It only comes in white at the moment. Now, I've seen plenty of people over on Instagram, they've dyed it. Okay, so you can dye this, this centerpiece. So yeah, you could come up with a few other colours. We might dye some yellow ones, might dye some black ones, because those are the kind of white, black, yellow, with the kind of the colours that girls have come to kind of expect with stringy components. So we might dye a few of them, but I think, as I said, as more people try this, it's going to take off soon. So if you've got a piece, you've had it for a while, you've been using it since January, then let us know what you think down in the comments below. If you're kind of open to kind of new ideas, stringy wise, and you can see that this is quite different from what's out there already. Like I say, it's nice to see some innovation in lacrosse, because as a retailer, I think it's fair to say, there's a lot of products that are just very, very similar to other products on the market. There's a lot of very, very similar handles. There's a lot of heads which look, very, very similar. And this is just different. And it's refreshing to see, a company bring something different to the table. So absolutely positive that this is going to take off at some point soon. We absolutely love it. And I think if you're looking to get a stick restrung and you're open to trying something different, definitely check out the Valkyrie Pocket. It's really impressive.